Question 4. The area of my school in which I perform services is not well lit as I need. I want to purchase a table lamp, but I realize that some lamps are LED. Will an LED table lamp affect my LED cure gels? What type of close lighting would you suggest? Well, I agree that you need good lighting, and it sounds like the school should consider making an improvement in their lighting conditions, because poor lighting can be a safety risk. However, I need to explain that LED means light emitting diode, which makes it a type of light bulb, not a type of light. It's a big myth that LED is a type of light coming out of a bulb. It's not. LEDs are just the bulb, and many different colors can be emitted by LEDs. In fact, they can be made to emit every color of the rainbow from red to violet. To clarify, I'm using the word bulb in the everyday sense, meaning something that actually emits light when enough electrical power is supplied, such as an incandescent light bulb. Some refer to these as lamps or globes, but for our purposes, we'll consider all these to be the same thing as a bulb. The mistake comes when some assume that a new kind of light is being emitted, and that light is called LED. And this LED stuff cures UV gels, so you don't need to use UV. Wrong. This is a big mistake that many are making, including some doctors. Here's the facts. The vast majority of LEDs sold couldn't cure a single nail product. It's an oversimplification to assume that all LEDs emit UV. Most do not. Yes, a few types of LEDs, like those used in nail lamps, are specifically designed so they emit UV. But these are unique and special applications within the much wider world of LEDs. Even so, your question is a good one, because many types of light bulbs also emit low levels of UV, so you should be careful about what you use in the salon if you're using UV gels. Otherwise, any type of lamp that you use would likely be fine if you're not using UV gels. For instance, even fluorescent office lights emit low levels of UV, but they won't affect UV gel products. So your question becomes this. Is there enough UV coming from a table lamp to affect UV gels and cause them to prematurely begin to cure the product? After all, these table lamps are much closer than overhead lighting. For some style of table lamps, the answer is yes. The most likely culprits are those that are so-called true color or full spectrum bulbs. These bulbs mimic natural sunlight and can be found either as fluorescent or LED style bulbs. These bulbs can emit significant amounts of UV, enough to begin to thicken your UV gel while it sits in a container. Both of these types of lights should be avoided as nail lamps and not used as nail lamps in order to prevent this premature curing. Fortunately, it's pretty easy to determine which nail lamps will prematurely cure the UV gels and which ones won't. All you need to do is coat a nail tip with a UV gel that you use in the salon and set it directly underneath your table lamp, about 6 inches or 15 centimeters, directly underneath the lamp for 15 minutes. If the UV gel appears to be unaffected after 15 minutes, the amount of UV coming from the table lamp is too low to cause an issue, and the lamp is probably acceptable. If you repeat the same test with a true color or full spectrum lamp, the UV gel will noticeably harden or completely harden within the same span of time. That's not because it's cured by the lamp. That's because UV gels will harden once they reach the point where they're only 50% cured. But that's okay in this case, since they don't need to be fully cured to indicate a potential problem with a nail lamp that you're examining. This is probably the best test you can perform to ensure your table lamps are not prematurely curing the product. Also, I'd like to add, be sure to keep your UV gel containers covered when not in use, and definitely keep them away from the front side of your nail lamp where UV exposure can occur. This is a common way that nail professionals prematurely cure their nail products, so beware of this. Premature curing can result in a product that is difficult to apply and may quickly lift or develop other signs of service breakdown, such as discoloration. Keep these products away from sunlit windows to prevent premature curing on the brush as well as in the container. But most of all, remember this. LED doesn't cure UV gels. Only UV cures UV gels, and this includes UV gel manicures.